Hi guys, welcome to another beer review. Today we've got a bottle from the Southport Brewery in Southport here in the northwest of England. I go to Southport quite a lot when I'm back in England with family because they've got a nice little shopping centre and they've got one of the best fish and chips places ever, the Swan, which we always, well, you haven't actually had fish and chips from there for ages. Plus they've got a really charming little crazy golf thing that we've started playing recently when I come back to England. Yeah, a weird sight indeed. But, well, me playing crazy golf, that is. Although I did get a hole in one on the end, so I got us a free game for next time we go. Swings and roundabouts. But, yeah, Southport Brewery, who are a CAMRA and SIBA champion brewer. And I've not tried any of their beers from before. Picked this up from, I remember the name of the place, it's called Derby House in Wigan. It's like this, like little, I don't know, it's got all little shops inside and they were doing some beers and I thought I'd pick this one up. £2.65 for a 500ml bottle. I'm happy to pay that, you know, to support a local brewer, and if I enjoy the beers then I'll buy more in the future. So, this is the Ruck Maul, which is coming in at 4%. This is brewed using the finest Maris Otter and Crystal Malt Barley, together with a blend of English Bodica and Pioneer hops. Light bronze in colour with a subtle bitterness, leading to a pleasant lemon and grapefruit flavour. Also contains a small amount of wheat. Please pour carefully. Best serve slightly chilled, 10 to 12 degrees C, and then it's got the drink aroma, and then it says best before C bottle, but don't really see a best before date. And yeah, this is, I'm guessing, just like a golden ale, and it was brewed, well, it was commissioned by the Southport RFC, the rugby club. Not a rugby fan, it has to be said, even though Wigan, the town near me, is you know, a very rugby town. But I've just the sport never really appealed to me. But I think it's great that, you know, they got in touch with Southport Brewery and asked them to do a beer for them to celebrate them, which is always good. It's great to see local companies. Doesn't matter if they're a food, doesn't matter if they're the sports team. It's just great to see them all supporting each other, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. And even if I don't like a lot of the beers that I try, if I see promise in something, then I'm going to promote it. And I'll always promote a beer for people to try, whether I like it or not, because you've got to try them. You can't just not try them. Anyway, let's see what this is like. Let's get the cap open. Nice amount of carbonation. Well, smoke out the top. You can't really see because it's like brilliant white now. But anyway, not too much going on in terms of aroma in the bottle neck, but we'll pour some into the glass and see what we get. So I'll leave that for now. So, beer in a glass, and that is a nice sort of orangey amber colour, golden as well. It's got a little bit of haze in there, but I suspect with the fact that there might be stuff in the bottom of the bottle that it's going to get a lot hazier when I pour the rest in. But yeah, it's not like perfectly clear, there is some sort of haze to it. And yeah, didn't really generate too much ahead in my pour, so when I actually do get one, it's about, well, got about one finger's worth of, you know, just slightly off-white head. So let's see what we get on the aroma. Very light hop character. It's got that slight sherbet lemony sort of aroma to it. Very light malty sort of aroma as well. It's just a very pleasant, nicely balanced, quite light smelling beer, to be honest. But yeah, like sugary, citrusy, sherbety sort of vibes going on with this one. Anyway, smells good. I mean, there's nothing, you know, no amazing aromas there, but what is there is very pleasant. So we'll see if the flavour matches that or even exceeds that. Cheers. Got a relatively light body. I can imagine when you're drinking this while you're watching the rugby, it's going to go down a treat, like 2 or 3 pints of this as it's going on in the background. But Carbonation's there, but not too powerful. And you get a nice hop bitterness on the back end, which is lightly delicate, nice and fruity. You pick up those hops though, but it's not a hoppy beer. I wasn't expecting a beer like this to be really, really hoppy, to be honest. But in terms of a flavour profile, it's very light as you get on the aroma. There are flavours there, but you're not really picking them up too much. And it sort of does, again, in the context of what this beer is about, if this was served actually at the rugby game, and you've got like maybe like fish and chips to go along with it, sink back a few of these, you've had a nice little day out, haven't you? So but I do get that slight grapefruit. It's more of a sweeter grapefruit rather than a bitterness, and it's not really bitter at all on the back end, but you do again pick up a slight bitterness. Very pleasant drink, very easy going, very sessionable. Mouth feels really quite nice actually. Some may see this as a little bit too light, but for me, you know, I just happily sink back a few of these. So we'll see what happens when we pour all of it in. You have to forgive me, I'm starting to get a little bit congested. I don't know, maybe it's gone a slight bit more powdery, but I wouldn't really say it's gone too hazy. Aroma's stayed the same. And once you've got all of that into the bottle, I mean the glass, it's not, you know, a massive difference, but you do get a bit more of a pronounced bitterness. But yeah, it's a nice simple golden pale ale. And you know what, I've had beers similar to this from like the likes of, you know, Robinson's or Green King or Marston's, you know, one of these big conglomerates who own a lot of breweries. And you'll drink some of them and they're really nice going, but this actually got a little bit more character to it. And I'd pick this over like what pale ale can I think of on the top of my head? I can't think of any, but yeah, that's a really, really nice one. Doesn't promise anything, and I think it does a good job of, you know, commemorating the rugby team. So yeah, it's a simple pale ale. It's going to go down a treat no matter what you're doing. And yeah, in terms of a rating, I can easily give this one an 8 out of 10. And it seems to get a bit more fruity as the beer settles in the glass. So it's, like I was saying, it's not an attack of hops, but what is there is very, very pleasant, very drinkable, very sessionable. And again, at the rugby game, it's going to go down a treat. And I think they've done a cracking job with this one. So I've got another one of their beers, so I'm looking forward to drinking that one. And I will definitely check out more beers from these guys in the future. So if you tried this beer, let me know your thoughts, opinions. If you want to find out more about Southport Brewery, this beer, and of course the Southport Rugby team, links will be down below. It's all about promoting whenever you can. And yeah, if you've tried any of these guys' beers, let me know your thoughts and opinions. So, thank you guys for watching. Excuse me. Subscribe, like, share, that sort of thing. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you feel like doing so. And more importantly, I hope you will join me once again with another beer next time. Thank you guys, and I shall see you later.